Harley and the Davidsons. Harley and the Davidsons is a 2016 American television miniseries directed by Ciarán Donnelly and Stephen K. and co-written by Nick Schenk, Evan Wright, and Seth Fisher, which dramatizes the origins of motorcycle manufacturer Harley-Davidson and how Arthur Davidson founded the company together with his brothers Walter Davidson, Sr. and it stars Robert Aramayo as William Harley, Bug Hall as Arthur Davidson, and Michiel Huisman as Walter Davidson, and premiered on the Discovery Channel as a 3-night event series on September 5, 2016. Cast: starring Michiel Huisman as Walter Davidson, Bug Hall as Arthur Davidson, Robert Aramayo as Bill Harley. Supporting cast. Episodes: historical accuracy. While the series is largely based on actual events and is lauded for its use of reproductions of motorcycles from the era, a number of creative liberties were made for dramatic effect, notably with the rivalry between Harley and Indian, with George Hendy and the fictional Randall James being portrayed as arrogant and manipulative executives bent at defeating Harley through under. Some of the races and other subplots depicted in the miniseries were either fictitious or highly dramatized, particularly when Hendy challenges his competitors to an endurance contest hosted by his company, culminating in a fist fight between Hendy and Walter Davidson over dealership owners being bribed into selling Indian motorcycles exclusively. Eddie Hash's death was downplayed in the Motordrome sequence, where he collided into a wall after avoiding a fellow racer. In reality, Hash's motorcycle suddenly turned sharply into the rail surrounding the track, killing a boy who had put his head over the rail to watch the race. The racer flew out into the grandstands, killing him instantly. 3 other boys and a young man were also killed. In addition, Hash's involvement with the company in the first episode was exaggerated and expanded upon, although he did indeed become friends with co-founder Arthur Davidson when he worked at a Dallas dealership and raced a motorcycle loaned by the company, in contrast to not being able to represent Harley and betraying in favor of Indian as depicted in the miniseries. Arthur Davidson's proposal of 20,000 motorcycles to the United States military for World War I was also fictionalized. Indian provided 41,000 units for the military effort, while Harley produced 15,000. While the founders unveiled their 1936 L at an outlaw race in the 3rd episode, a pre-production version of the real-world L was revealed in a 1935 dealers' convention at the Schroeder Hotel in Milwaukee. In addition, the Knucklehead moniker, as mentioned by Bill Harley, didn't come into popular use until after World War II in a revision to the OHV engine. Reception: on Metacritic, Harley and the Davidsons holds a score of 57 out of 100 based on 8 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. On the review aggregation website Rotten Tomatoes, the miniseries has an approval rating of 80% based on 10 reviews. Larry Lawrence of the motorcycling news magazine Cycle News gave the series a mixed to negative review, stating that it was by most accounts a highly entertaining watch, but was critical of the highly dramatized portrayal of the company and its founders, particularly the Harley/Indian rivalry, which culminated in an unresolved cliffhanger with the infringement. Reaction from the company: the show received positive reception from Harley-Davidson themselves. Bill Davidson, great-grandson of the original founders, and Bill Jackson, head of the company archives at the Harley-Davidson Museum, commended the producers' efforts in recreating the motorcycles and the era, saying they really did their homework, but noted William A. Davidson's reduced role in the story despite the latter being one of the key founders.